this has come out, which is truly horrifying and says a lot about U.S. plans. I mean, I feel like this says everything about the U.S. plans here. The fact that Biden wants the arms deals with Israel to be done in complete secrecy, which has never been done because Congress is supposedly supposed to have say over these type of things. They have the purse strings of war.
Right. And now one could make the argument, well, Congress just says yes anyway. And it's like, that might be true. But the idea that we are setting a precedent here where the president or the president's administration can just do this without ever even consulting Congress, that is a dangerous and scary precedent to make.
Yeah, very. I mean, it's the fascism handbook of like, right. We have no responsibility for you to know anything about what we do.
It speaks to the understanding that they know that this is fakaked. They know that this is not okay and not good, and it's just it is the unmasked backing of genocide. It speaks to that knowledge, because why would you hide something if you knew it to be good, if you knew it to be just? You don't. You're like, hey, I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing the good thing. But because you know you're not, because you know this is so morally fakaked, and you know that so many of your people in the United States are against it, then you have to somehow create a space where you can do this on the DL.
Yeah. Which is hilarious that they need to make it even more covered up, because most of what the Pentagon does is already covered up. I mean, we don't know where the $1 trillion a year really goes. During each of their 5 audits, the Pentagon has just come out after a year of auditing themselves and said, we failed. We don't know where the money goes. In their last failed audit, they said they can't account for 55% of their assets. So there's so much of it is already done in secrecy. There are black secrecy. There are black budgets, which the people can't see as well. The CIA, the secret torture camps. There's so much in secrecy, and yet they need more. They need to cover it up more. And by the way, a former State Department official, Josh Paul, said, "I've never seen anything like it." In a highly unusual move, the White House has requested for it to be able to conduct arms deals with Israel in complete secrecy in a time when the U.S. is supporting a military that experts say has been committing war crimes in Gaza and beyond. The White House made the request within a $106 billion supplemental defense funding. $100 billion. This is unbelievable amounts of money. As reported by Women for Weapons Trade Transparency, in these times, the White House is asking for up to $3.5 billion in military funding for Israel. But if all of it becomes secret, you wouldn't even know that.
Right.
I mean, to me, this is a giant red flag that, like, the U.S. is going to be very involved in this ongoing genocide in Gaza, and they don't want people. What little we do know, they want us to know less. I mean. And this is the Democrats, because these are the good guys, right? These are the ones with transparency that always tell us what's going on in government. And